This is question number 21 of IIT JAM Economics. Let's see what the question is saying. There are two functions given to you and it is asking if they are convex, not convex, quasi-convex, not quasi-convex. Okay, so we'll start with the first function. Let me take g of x first. This is x mod x. So mod x is, if I just talk about mod x, this is x when x is greater than equal to 0 minus x when x is less than 0. Okay, so x mod x will be, you just multiply it with x. So this is going to be x square if x is greater than equal to 0 minus x square if x is less than 0. So now notice this, okay? This is x square. This is y is equal to x square, right? Whether x is negative or positive, it is always positive. This is y is equal to minus x square. Y is always negative, whether x is positive or negative. Now, if I remove this part and I remove this, very similar to x cube, I have this function, right? Not x cube, of course, but I mean, the shape is very similar to that. So this is y is equal to x mod x. Okay. Now we should see whether it is convex, concave, what. So now your gx takes two forms, x square minus x square. So your g dash x will be 2x minus 2x. So your g double dash x will be 2 minus 2. So it's not one sign, right? Here it is greater than 0. So this is convex. Here it is less than 0. So this is concave. So this function is convex in some part and concave in some part. It's neither completely concave nor completely convex. And hence this is neither convex nor concave completely, right? Now we are going to give a rule where there are single variables involved. Single variable means it's only a function of x, right? Had my function been y into e to the power x, it would have been two variables, y and x. It's not that. And this would have been f of x comma y. But as long as it is a single variable, the rule is that if your function is monotonic, which means f dash x is greater than 0 or f dash x is less than equal to 0, it's monotonic, increasing or decreasing, one thing, then your function is both quasi-convex and concave. If it is not monotonic, it fluctuates. Sometimes it takes negative sign, sometimes it takes positive sign. First order differentiation, then neither. Now we'll just see this, okay? See here. See, suppose I take x equal to, I'll explain what monotonic is. So I'll take x equal to minus 4. If x is minus 4, you will put it in this function. So minus 4 whole, you will put minus of 4 square, minus 4 square, right? When x is less than 0, you will put it in the function minus x square. So it will be minus of 16. So the value of y will be minus 16. Minus 16. Now suppose your x is minus 3. That means here. Then the value of y would be minus 3 whole square, but there will be a negative sign outside also. Because when x is less than 0, you have an additional minus sign. So it will be minus 9. Maybe here. Now notice that minus 3 is greater than minus 4. Correct? And minus 9 is also greater than minus 16. Correct? So when x is increasing, when x2 is greater than x1, f of x2 is also greater than f of x1. This is an increasing function, right? Isn't it? This is another way to check increasing function. As the value of x increases, if the value of y also increases, then it is an increasing function. You can check this with the derivative also if you want. What is your function? Your function is 2x when x is greater than equal to 0. F dash x, sorry. It is 2x when x is greater than 0 and minus 2x when x is less than 0. But when x is less than 0, please notice, instead of x, you will put minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, anything. Only when x is less than 0, you have minus of 2x. So instead of x, when you will put any negative number and multiply it with minus 2, wouldn't this entire thing become positive? Isn't it? When x is less than 0, your derivative is minus 2x. Now, when you will, instead of x, put any negative number, won't minus 2 into a negative number be positive? So this is positive. This is greater than 0 differentiation. And this is also positive. When x is greater than 0, any positive number multiplied by 2 will be greater than 0. So f dash x is positive. So which means it is both quasi-convex and concave. Now consider the next function. Your function given to you is x e to the power minus x. So f dash x will be differentiation of first function into second as it is, plus differentiation of the second function into first as it is. So this will be e to the power minus x, 1 minus x. Now this can be greater than 0, greater than equal to 0, or can be less than equal to 0, depending on this. Right? We know this is positive and a monotonic function. So, you know, let me show you this also. So when I say y is equal to e to the power minus x, let me just plot this. Okay. So insert, let's insert a 2D diagram. Do you see that for y is equal to e to the power minus x, the value of y is also always positive. Whether you put negative values of x or positive values of x, the value of y is always positive. So this is always greater than 0, but it is getting multiplied by this. And 1 minus x can be greater than equal to 0 when 1 is less than equal to x, and 1 minus x can be less than equal to 0 when x is less than equal to, x is greater than equal to 1. So this f dash x can be positive or negative for different intervals. It's not continuously positive or continuously negative. So it's not a monotonic function. So it is neither quasi-convex nor quasi-concave completely. So my answer is that both are convex function? No. For something to be convex, the second order derivative has to be greater than 0. If you find the second order derivative for this one, you will get, this is your first order derivative, right? So second order derivative will be differentiation of first function into second as it is, plus differentiation of second into first as it is. So if you take e to the power minus x common, you will get minus 1 plus x minus 1. So you will get e to the power minus x, x minus 2. This can be greater than 0 or less than 0 depending on the values of x. If x is 3, then this entire second order derivative is greater than 0. If x is minus 1, then this entire second order derivative is less than 0. So it's not strictly greater than 0, second order derivative. And convexity checks for the sign of second order derivative. So the answer is no, this is not convex. And I proved for this also that this is not convex concave, because the second order derivative for this one, f double dash x, this would be 2 and minus 2. So it would have different signs. So no. F is convex, G is not convex? No. Neither F nor G is quasi-convex? No. F is not quasi-convex, correct? G is quasi-convex, correct, because G was a monotonic function. Right? It was continuously an increasing function. But this can be increasing or decreasing depending on the sign, depending on the value of x, whether x is less than 1 or greater than 1. So this is the correct option. The answer is C. Okay. All right. Thank you.